they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with McDonald. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
42 the mic, boys. 42. 42 the mic. 18. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike 42. Mike 42. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again. McDonald. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Good job.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over.
Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Demetrius Harris.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep here for one. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 31.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
15. First down, Pittsburgh. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And this is caught. It's Bryant, and it's a Steeler touchdown.
To Harrison Bryant.
Harrison Bryant,
Pittsburgh.
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running.
That he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Steeler first down.
Jackson on first down. Harris has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down, Steelers.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Fighting his target, it's Ward. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Jackson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Second and 8 coming up.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mine's 42. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike 42. Mike 42, check. Raider 2. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
First throw now for the backup car. And they'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
To Jason.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. On first down, Carr. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Rosas now to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now after the INT, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alberto Cuebuna. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down, and the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's a
50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 21-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson steps away to his left. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, this this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
First and 10.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island. 637. 35. Tight end right.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
10 at the 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
The Steeler first down.
Jackson, off play action. On the crossing route, complete. It's Barton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. To throw again. Jackson. That's complete to Ward. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Demetrius Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Back at the 19-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Right 42.
Throwing his car on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 89. Incomplete. Results in a fourth
Now here's
down.
Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on first down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down and 4. Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call, and found a way to give their team a chance.
Escaping the pressure right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Throwing now is Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for David Moore. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One last shot for Jackson, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
31, Ravens 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Today's final.
They set the goal.